Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust there's a message you're meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, please subscribe. If you are interested in a more personalized, if you're interested in a personalized reading, please check out my website, www.shapeshiftingphoenixtarot.com, and you can send me an email and we'll go from there. All right, what's going on today? Okay. First of all, we have the Temperance card, which is balance and moderation, patience, purpose, and meaning. This is an emotional card. This is an emotional card of realization of who you are. So this is happening with you right now. You are gaining some balance and stability in your life. The Four of Wands, celebration, harmony, marriage, home, community, stability, holidays, and marriage plans. Okay. So I feel like your marriage, your wedding, because of the restrictions and the way the world is right now, you're having to hold off on having your wedding. This is what I'm feeling. This is making you moody, upset, overly emotional. Honestly, this interpretation says bitchy. Sorry. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse there's an imbalance in work, family commitments. But then we have the Queen of Wands in the upright position. Exuberance, warmth, and someone who's very, very busy. So it feels like you've been busy making plans for this wedding. You've been very concerned about whether or not it was going to happen, and you've been working really, really hard. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, perfectionism, lacking ambition or focus. The Ten of Wands, determination required, hard work, feeling overburdened and weary. The Six of Pentacles, prosperity, sharing wealth. So somebody was going to pay for your wedding. That person is still going to pay for your wedding. Things are just changing as to how many people can come, where it can be, and so what time of year, because it's going to have to be outside. There's a lot of changes that are going on here. The Empress in reverse. This tells me that you are quite upset. You're feeling upside down about this, like you're in a topsy-turvy, you're in a tizzy over this. And you're asking people to help you. You are asking somebody, maybe the person, so maybe it's your father who's going to be paying for this wedding. You're asking your dad, you know, to, you're telling him you're going to have to change plans. He's not thrilled. Maybe there's a deposit that you're losing, something like that. Conflict avoidance, increased focus on goals. The Page of Wands, setbacks to new ideas, exploration and discovery. The Six of Wands, success, achievement, victory, progress, self-confidence. The World, completion, integration, accomplishment, triumph and achievement, success and happiness. right now there is, you've got a lot of pressure on you. I feel like a lot of people are against, some people are against the wedding to begin with, but now people are against you changing the date. They don't understand. That's very frustrating, I'm sure, for you, because there's really nothing you can do about it. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, bad luck, negative external forces, and out of control. So there's an underlying energy of needing to find balance, needing to find some sort of stability, but through all of this, and there's even going to be celebration because of the wedding and everything, but through all of this, there's an underlying negative energy. I wonder if somebody you love is sick. I wonder if this is just COVID kind of knocking the legs out from under you, because I know that a lot of people have lost their jobs, and so maybe finances are a problem for your father. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Lost opportunity, lack of planning and foresight. So if you do not plan now to change the date and to take into consideration the new world order at the moment, if you do not do this now, it's going to push the wedding later and later and later and later. Now listen, that might not be a bad thing. When you are around people who, and there's testy circumstances, when life is hard, is when you see people's true colors. So by pushing this off, you might see something that you didn't know was there. I feel like maybe it's going to bother you if your future spouse is not too concerned about pushing the wedding off. That isn't necessarily a red flag, but it might be something that you look into a little bit, and not by being sneaky and trying to trap somebody into, you know, some sort of admission of, you know, whatever you're thinking they're going to admit to. Rather, the idea is to communicate with your future spouse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Severe depression and torment. This is really getting to you. You've been looking forward to this wedding for a really long time. And here's the Death card. The Death card. Endings and beginnings, change, transformation, and transition. A major change or transformation. You may have to just change your perspective, as, you know, try to find the underlying silver lining, because there's got to be one. You may not recognize it right away. It may not even show up right now, but by the time you are getting married, you will be able to look back and say, oh, well, it's good that it didn't happen here because, it's good it didn't happen then because, or it's better that it happened now because. You are encouraged to flip the language in your brain that you're telling yourself, to try to look at this as a positive thing. The thing is, you and your future spouse are very happy together, and whether or not you are going to get married in this moment, you're not going to break up because of what's going on right now. I feel like this marriage is going to happen. If that helps you at all, to be patient, to let go of any expectations that you may have had, because expectations create disappointment and suffering for you and those around you. And I've got the Temperance card here again. Temperance, compromise, healing, balance, moderation, patience, purpose, and meaning. It's very important that you learn these skills, and actually this might be why this is happening for you. Maybe it's so you can learn balance, moderation, patience. Because I feel like, I don't think you're a bridezilla at all, but I feel like you have some pretty serious ideas of how this should be happening. And it is your wedding, and absolutely it should happen the way you want it to happen. It's just that we're in uncertain times right now, and we're all just kind of flying by the seat of our pants right now. And so if you are unable to be adaptable, you're kind of going to get left in the dust, and you're going to fall into misery, loss, withdrawal, loneliness. I feel like if you don't get a handle on the idea of transition, the idea of surprises right now, if you can't get a handle on that, I feel like you're going to have a really, really, really tough time for the next little while going forward, because this wedding isn't going to happen right now. But like I said, it's going to at some point, just not right now. So I'm sorry about that. See what you can do to get your deposits back for your dad. I feel like that, if you can help him with that, that will go a long way with your parents or your father, and that will make him want to help you even more. I mean, he's your dad, he loves you, and he wants to pay for your wedding. It's what he wants to do. But if you can help him to get some of those deposits back, that would be wonderful and very good for your relationship with your dad. The ancestor of illusion. I am the ancestor of illusion. I can show you the true nature of those things around us that may appear to be beautiful, but have a darker side hidden beneath them. Life has many aspects that seem other than they truly are. My deep insight can uncover the reality behind this surface sheen. I will walk beside you and ensure that you are not led astray by appearances before you reach your true goal or your true resting place. Illusion can often trap us very easily. We are only too willing to become ensnared because the truth is something we would find uncomfortable. The ancestor of illusion, here represented by his opposite, the tranquil image of the gazelle drinking from the waters of truth, serves to teach us the folly of such willful self-deception. The truth is always available to anyone who is patient enough to stalk it. With this ancestor stepping elegantly by our side, we are led to recognize the beauty of truth and the deceptive character of falsehood. Once we achieve this insight, we will never opt for delusion again. This card's interpreted as presence of false images, distractions, truth that pierces superficiality, return to reality, recognizing true friends, and acknowledging illusion. So I feel like your friends are going to, your true friends are going to show themselves to you in that they will be very supportive of this unfortunate situation of having to hold off, but also return to reality. So at some point, my dear, you're going to have to accept the reality that this isn't going to happen right away. Because, if you don't accept it, you're just going to have the hardest time ever. And that is just, come on. Let's not go down that road. It's your wedding's going to happen. It's just not going to be now, and it might not look like what you thought it would originally. But ultimately, the marriage is about you and your partner, and it isn't about everybody else, and it isn't about the food that you eat, and it isn't about who's officiating, and it isn't about the balloons and the streamers. And I get that, that's all fun, don't get me wrong, but and you want that because everybody else has that, but you may have to settle for, and I'm not going to say less, because it isn't less, it's different. And in some ways it will be better than what you had originally planned. You just have to look for the positives. So I hope that you can do that, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep breathing, you guys. Thanks so much for listening. I love you. Namaste.